boys and girls? Mr. Giamini. Once again, I apologize for not being present today. I really do not like missing, but I am heading down to Columbus for a track and field conference since I'll be coaching track this year up at Learwood. I need to learn about track so I can become a better coach. In any event, a couple things here. Obviously, Topic 6 post-test percents was supposed to be today. I decided to push it back till Monday. So you have a nice weekend to help prepare for the assessment. What we're going to work on today in class, you'll be doing it independently. Mr. Keefe is here. If you have me during first period, Mrs. Long will be in the classroom. You'll be working on the Topic 1 online assessment. Okay, now that is usually a nice piece that correlates well with the actual assessment. Now in the past I've made videos of that assessment. I've decided not to this time. I want to see what you guys, if you're growing academically and you're not relying on me as much for those videos. I know the videos are nice, but like I said, there are several videos on my YouTube channel that you can utilize that could really help you out over the weekend. So I want you to take this assessment today, the online piece, Topic 6. Take it seriously, take your time. There is not a rush. What I'm going to do is enter your score in PowerSchool as a no count. We'll get an idea. We'll see how well you did on the assessment. You can use that as a tool for reflection and maybe in a way to help you better prepare over the weekend and more focus on specific skills over the weekend that you saw maybe some weaknesses in. Now, things you need to know, that a percent is a rate where we can compare a term to 100. Remember, percents, it's just a ratio or a rate. We're comparing the top term to the bottom term. We're talking about percents, the bottom term is always 100. Now remember, the top term could be less than 1. It could also be greater than 100. We want to be able to write equivalent fractions, decimals, and percents. One we should know is 3/4. That's my fraction. As a decimal, that's 75 hundredths. As a percent, 75 hundredths times 100 gives me 75%. That's a basic one. You may have 5/7. You may have 87% and have to convert that into a fraction and a decimal. Things you need to know. All right, find the decimal and fractional equivalent of percents that are greater than 100% or less than 1%. Here's where we struggled. The 100% we're okay with. It's the, again, I'll go back to the 5/7 example. 5/7% of 100. Recall what we do. We take 5/7, all percents are, that's the top rate. The bottom rate is out of 100, or bottom term, excuse me. So we have 5/7 over 100. That fraction bar, that line there, that's a division sign. So we become 5/7 divided by 100. We talk about taking the reciprocal, multiplying. It is important, boys and girls, that we understand how to simplify fractions. You will lose points on this assessment if you are not giving answers that are simplified in simplest terms. We need to start looking at numbers and have a better understanding of them and knowing that the top number, the top term, is a factor of the bottom term, so we need to simplify. All right, we need to estimate the percent of a number. Now, here you have a little bit of a wiggle room. Okay, you may take 25% of 89, and some of you may round it down to 20%, some of you round up to 30%, and you could only really round 89 up to 90. So there is some wiggle room there, some longitude there that you can kind of figure out a way, or latitude, I want to say latitude or longitude, where you could figure out where one answer would work but also a different answer works. So that's something you could take into consideration. Write an equation from percent problem. Again, as I talked about yesterday, if I am thinking about our previous tests, there's been several tests where it says, Part A, write an equation that you could use to solve this. Part B, solve the equation. Again, what number is 45% of 16? Looks like I have an extra space there, and that is. There we go. Am I thinking about this? What? We don't know. There's my variable. Is. There's my equal. 45% of 16. Of means to multiply. I have to remember, convert that 45% into its decimal equivalent. All right? And Math 6 students, you are also responsible for calculating sales tax. Now, 6 plus, I have you guys in red. You'll also be accountable for simple interest, commission, discounts, and percent change. All those things I have videos on the blog for. Okay? And again, I have a little quote here from one of my, I don't want to call it hero, but somebody I look up to, Henry Rollins. It says if you have an idea of what you want to do in your future, and hopefully your future comes Monday, and what you want is an A on that assessment, or you want the score that you feel best reflects you as a learner, you must go at it with an almost monistic obsession. Monistic refers to monks. Monks, if we think about a monk, they meditate. They have just one idea that they're obsessed with in life, finding that inner peace. All right, you must have that obsession that nothing else in life matters but finding that inner peace, and you have to go at it single-mindedly and let nothing get in your way. So over the weekend, as you're studying, I don't expect you to start studying Friday night at 3:30 and you finish at Sunday night at 9 o'clock. But in those pockets of time, and I suggest studying in 20 to 25-minute brackets of time, chunks of time, nothing else should be disrupting you. Your cell phone should be away. Your iPod should be away, or if you even have iPods. Whatever you have should be away. The only thing you should be doing is math. If you want to listen to a video I have, that's fine. Do the questions. After you pause the video, then hit play, see if you solve it. All right? Again, if you put forth the correct effort, you will get the results you want. Now, a couple things. Math 6 students, if for some reason you finish early, which is fine, there is on the music stand a handout, double-sided handout for you. It is a performance-based task. If you can handle that task, you are well prepared for the assessment come Monday. Math 6 plus students, what I've left for you on the front stool, the shorter stool to the left of the active board, if you're staring at it, there are handouts for you. You may take one of those and work on it. All right. The scrap paper is the blue pile there on the Math 6, on the music stand next to Math 6. I don't have a bunch of graphing paper. There is none in the office, so I grabbed that notebook paper. Please use it responsibly. Don't grab 16 pages of it. You really only need one. All right? I look forward to seeing you on Monday, and we will get that test started on Monday. Take care.